I recently have kind of done a mental inventory, a personal inventory of where I'm at, of what I am aspiring to accomplish as I'm ending 2017. And I look back over the years and I have grown so much. I was that person my whole entire life that I didn't really have goals or dreams, but I was always in this race to just get ahead. I always wanted to better myself. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really have a sense of direction. I just felt like this sense of panic and that I always had to just go, 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 go. I was always in a rush. I was never methodical. And I had this tendency of taking on too much and making everything my own and allowing myself to feel like I was doing it by myself, which was something that was my own doing. I was always that person that had 12 plates spinning and I would run and back and forth and try to keep all these plates spinning. And I recently heard an example of that, I was in a boat on my own with like a million oars and I was trying to row and I was going all on my own. And then this year I just got tired. I am in my second year of my sobriety. And I'll say the first year was me again, trying to hurry up and keep my plate spinning and just stay constantly busy and challenged. And then this year, I've just taken a step back. I've become very in tune with who I am, and there's been a lot of awkward phases in my, 2017 in our marriage and our family. I felt like I was a deer in the headlights at many times, very lost at where I was going, and it felt off because for the last 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, I knew what I was where I was going. I knew what I wanted, and this year, I really sat back and the things that I had put on my list of what I wanted to accomplish, where I wanted to go, who I wanted to be, I didn't really accomplish a lot of those because they really weren't aligned with me. And so I've had to take a step back and figure out who I am. And I have overcome so much. I have been able to forgive myself and forgive others and find my worthiness over the last, 5.5 years. And this year I've really figure out who I am and what I want and what I'm looking to accomplish and figure out the type of people I want to accomplish life with. And a lot of it has to do with me becoming sober, that I am 100% sure of who I am and what I feel. And I'm opening these lines of communication with people and I'm making sense of the feelings that I had ran away from. And this year, I realized that I was just tired. I was tired of running. I was tired of keeping myself so busy to avoid the things that needed to be dealt with. So I've done that. And I realized that a lot of the things that came from the purest part of my heart, and I was so genuine that led to mistakes. And these mistakes were setting big goals and planning out my future that included my family. But when I was making these decisions, I wasn't including my family. And so I've had to take a step back, open up the lines of communication in a different way, talk to my family, talk to my husband, not talk at them, not make the decisions for them, and give them the common courtesy that I should have been doing all along, that they had a say in this, that I didn't know what was best. And even if at the end of the day, the goals that we decide on together were the same as what I had decided alone, they deserved a say. I have just been bulldozing my way through life thinking that I was expected and that I needed to do things a certain way, and I only knew it the best. And there's that saying that if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, there is some, that is correct in some ways. But when you're dealing with a family, when you're dealing with a marriage, you can't do it alone. And my biggest complaint in life had always been that I was always alone, that I was always expected to do this. But you know what? If I was always just stepping up in the leader position and not giving people that vote of confidence that they could help contribute, or that their opinions mattered, or that they were able to do that, then I was really being demeaning and not helping contribute to their confidence. So I've really had to take a step back and really focus on not taking the bull by the horns myself, but realizing that there's other people here that can contribute, that want to contribute, that have the right to have a say in how our life's going to go. And so this 2017 has been so enlightening. Getting sober was the best thing for me, but it was not easy. I have had to learn how to identify my feelings, sort them out, learn how to communicate my feelings to other people, learn how to forgive, learn how to admit that I was wrong, learn how to make amends, and learn how to readjust things, like change my sails so that things are different, because the way I was doing things before wasn't working. And even though my intentions were right, they still weren't working. And so the last couple months have been so amazing between my husband and I, as I've allowed myself to open up and receive more love, be able to fork over some responsibilities that I had taken on and made my own. And I've been able to create this space that is able to be shared with other people. I've been able to allow myself to be vulnerable, to tell people what I need instead of expecting them to guess, instead of being resentful that they didn't just step up to the plate. I have been able to delegate what I need and be completely honest and allow myself to entrust things to other people and allow myself to share things with people instead of having to do it on my own, which has given me more purpose, has given me more clarity, has brought me more happiness. And in the end, I truly only care about what my family thinks. And I spent so much time focusing on what other people thought and pouring myself into others. And, you know, I have had a bad relationship with work. That work became something that filled up a large part of my time, because that was the one thing I was good at. Because if everything else was a mess, I could stick my head in the clouds and throw myself into work, because that's what I was good at. And if I poured myself into people, then I felt like I had a sense of purpose. And so I have been working really hard on finding balance, like a balance. And I don't agree that there's necessarily ever a perfect balance. And, you know, life has, you know, it ebbs and flows, and there's ups and downs, and there's nothing perfect. And even if things feel perfect now or really, really shitty right now, it's not going to last forever. So I'm having to figure out how to have a good relationship with work, a good relationship with my family, and understanding that work can be really great and my marriage can be really great and my family can be really great, that it doesn't have to be one or the other. And so that's where I'm at right now. And I don't know about you, but I have had, you know, bad relationships with people, bad relationships, you know, romantically, platonically. I've had bad relationships with food. I've had bad relationships with myself. I've had bad relationships with work. And life is all about discovery and about finding things that, you know, aren't working. And I've been, reading a lot of books about, you know, what don't you like in your life? And because a lot of times somebody can ask you, what do you want out of life? And people will go, I don't know, and they pause. And so I don't believe in focusing on what I don't want, because I've done that before. And guess what? What I don't want shows up at my doorstep, and it keeps showing up. But if you want to figure out what you want in life, you can take a look and be like, what don't I like in my life right now? And why don't I like it? And so that's what I'm really focusing on now, is that I may not know exactly where I want to go in life right now, but I know there's things that just don't make me happy. So with that, I can change that statement around, where I'm not just focusing on what I don't like, what's going wrong, but like, what's the opposite of that? And that's what I want to go for. And I'm so grateful for my family. I'm so grateful for my health. I'm so grateful for the support I have from people. I'm so grateful of the community I'm part of that has kept me on this journey that has been going for 6 years strong, where I'm just constantly focusing on making me a better person, so that I can help other people realize that they can be a better person. And so I invite you to join me, to be part of what I'm doing, and know that I'm here to stay, that I want to link arms with people, and I want to make life great. I want to help others make their life great. And your version of great is not going to be the same version of mine. And the one thing that I have had to really step back and look at is that my version of great does not have to match my friends, my peers, my colleagues' version of great. But together, we can push one another to make sure that we're going for what's going to make our life great. And so I'm here inviting you to join me, to join our community, to help one another focus on what is going to increase their happiness, increase their joy, increase their sense of being fulfilled. Because I know so many people don't feel fulfilled with their life. That's why they're overspending, they're over drinking, they're sticking their head in the clouds. There's so many people with addictions out there, which are just things that are distracting them from the pain that they feel, from that hole that they feel in their life. And I get it. I've been there. And I don't have all the answers, but I have solutions and I have tools and I have my heart and my friendship to give to you if you're looking for a better way. I know that what I do is not necessarily for everybody, but I do know that I am equipped with tools that can greatly improve the parts of your life that you want to improve. So let's talk if you're looking for a change, if you want a fresh new start, if you are tired of doing the same thing and feeling the same way at the end of every day and every year.